Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel where skincare is all about progression over perfection because perfection doesn't exist. I know we're not even really halfway through the year yet, but today I want to talk about some of my favorite K-beauty products, skincare products of the year so far. Ooh. I'm doing this now because I was so bored of Korean skincare. Not bored of it, it's great, it did what it had to do, but for a business known for its innovation, things were starting to get a little bit boring. Then, towards the end of 2024, beginning of 2025, they just started innovating, pushing out new products, types of products. My interest has peaked again. So I want to share my top 10 favorite Korean skincare products of the year so far. Full disclosure, some of these brands I've been lucky enough to work with. So in the description, I will put next to the brand who I've previously done paid for sponsorships with before. In today's examples, they all came to me because of how much I love their products in the first place. Just wanted to fully disclose that. In no particular order whatsoever, let's start off with Arenia's Fresh Green Rice Mochi Cleanser. This is part of the wave of face mask pack cleansers, they're called. So like a 3-in-1, a mask, an exfoliation, and a cleanser. At first, I hated these. I was like, not hated them, I was like, what's the point? What's the point? I used the April Skin one and it foamed up way too much. The more I started to use different ones, the more I kind of got to grips of how much you need to use and how you actually use them. So you're meant to use like a small amount, right? A tiniest, very thin amount. Leave it on your skin for like 5 to 10 minutes. Not even that. It's usually like 3 minutes. And this is where the pack cleanser acts almost like a clay mask without drying that clay mask usually leave you with. You then add a little bit of water, gently massage. They usually contain little exfoliating particles that physically scrub your skin. Not even scrub, pass by, a whisper of a scrub on your skin, and then you rinse away. So you've done your exfoliation, clay mask, and cleanser all in one step, which I thought at first was annoying. I was like, why would you want that step there? But it makes perfect sense. Instead of cleansing your skin, drying it out with a clay mask, and then rinsing it off again. So you've rinsed your skin twice now, which isn't great for people with already dry or irritated skin. So to do it all in one step makes perfect sense. This green rice mochi cleanser from Arenia is my absolute favorite. Their blue one's really nice too. But as I mentioned, it's a 3-in-1 product. It's got rice water, green tea, and witch hazel. So we get a really nice cleanse, calmness to the skin, it unclogs pores, helps with excess sebum, and hydrates the skin so you don't get that drying out that you get from a usual wash-off mask. It's great if you have congested pores, blackheads, breakouts, and it can be used daily without irritating your skin. I absolutely love it. It's impossible to get through. I really hated even though I've worked with them, I hated their advertising campaign last year where people were using such huge amounts of this product to show off the texture, because what I love about this product is the tiny amount that you need in order for this product to be effective, and it foams up so much from the smallest amount. You need a really light layer of it as a mask, and it just does the job it needs to do perfectly. SUNGBOON Editor's Green Tomato Pore Lifting Ampoule. This is a lightweight, super fast absorbing serum designed to help tighten pores, firm your skin, and improve overall skin tone and texture. We have green tomato extract in here, which is meant to be a bit more of an antioxidant, hydrolyzed collagen, niacinamide, and PHA. So you're getting skin brightening, evening properties with a very gentle exfoliation that you can use every single day. And I use it daily, even when my skin has been at its most sensitive. I use it with no issues whatsoever. What I love about this is the difference that I definitely saw. I got this because of its pore tightening claims, right? Nothing can open and close your pores, but you can tighten. And like anything with pore tightening claims, I was like, bullshit, absolute shit, get rid of it. But I tried it and I had to force myself to stop using it because the results were so good. But I was like, if I want to try other products, which I have to do because it's part of my job, I have to move on. I noticed texture changes on my nose, pore size changes on my nose. Everybody who I have recommended this to over on TikTok has told me how much they love it. I have not had one negative feedback from this serum whatsoever. I think honestly it's the daily PHA that makes such a huge difference as well. As somebody who doesn't like and can't really exfoliate with very high percentage actives as often as I feel like my oily, congested skin actually needs because of my rosacea, this has been such an amazing and gentle addition. Speaking of congested pores, ilso Super Melting Sebum Softener. One thing K-Beauty do need to do is shorten their names. Another really gentle, non-irritating, decongesting product. There's two ways you can use this. You can buy them in these nose pore strips that you lay over the skin, or you could buy them in this liquid that you pour over a very thin cotton pad and leave on your nose. Both of these you leave on for about 10 to 15 minutes, peel away, and then using a scraping tool, which you don't scrape with, you lightly just run over the top of your nose. It just pulls out all this gunk, excess sebum, blackheads so gently. And it does this using natural surfactants, and things like willow bark extract help soften, dissolve, and eventually lift out all that excess gunk. I love this. I love this. It's so good for getting that satisfaction of like a nose pore strip without irritating the skin, without leaving you with a red nose and enlarged looking pores. I started using this maybe 2 to 3 times a week, and now I only really have to use it once a week, which I enjoy doing. I do it on like a Sunday reset kind of thing. It can work anywhere on your face. People often use it here, on the chin, and on the forehead too. But for me, the nose is the most porous and often gets clogged. So it's just been an amazing addition that has transformed the way I care for my pores and my nose without irritating the skin. I can't see why I would never use this again. Like, this is a staple in my routine forever now. BRINGGREEN's Zinc Teca Blemish Serum. I didn't know that BRINGGREEN is Olive Young's own by brand, and I've been using a fair few of their products, but I love this Zinc Teca 1.2% Blemish Serum. It's vegan, they're a fully vegan brand, and it's this lightweight watery serum. Do you remember years ago, I used to talk about that Body Shop Tea Tree Serum, the anti-blemish serum or something? This is like that, but in a more adult version. It helps soothe acne-prone skin, breakouts, reduces oiliness, helps with skin texture, helps soothe active breakouts too. So we have zinc PCA in here, which we all know is great for sebum control, Centella asiatica for calming irritation and inflammation, and niacinamide to help support the skin barrier, brighten the skin, and help with excess sebum. And tea tree extract as well, which I love for my breakouts. If I do have breakouts, just like when I was 14, I will use tea tree. As I mentioned though, now in this much nicer, new, modern formulation. I do only use this when I know I'm going to break out, if I'm prone to breakouts. For example, I go to London, the water always irritates my skin. I'll take this with me to prevent those breakouts that I usually get from that dryness and that irritation. So yeah, I love it. I love it. Going back to SUNGBOON, I have a fair few serums in here, sorry. Going back to SUNGBOON Editor, the Deep Collagen Power Boosting Cream in Serum is like a milky toner in serum form. It's this dual layered serum. I think the milky bit has the ultra low molecular weight collagen, which yes, doesn't fully penetrate the skin. The ultra low molecular weight collagen can penetrate a little bit deeper, but it's still a great humectant. So you get that temporary plumpness to your skin, which is what I look for in collagen. I don't look for like it to reduce wrinkles or penetrate the skin and replace my natural collagen, you know, because it can't do that. But we also have 5% volufiline in here for plumping the skin, and then a blend of 17 amino acids and hyaluronic acid as well. So you're getting this really nice plump, hydrated, dewy look to your skin that does visibly plump out fine lines. It's been amazing throughout the winter, and during summer it feels heavy at first, but it really does sink in and just gives you a plump, dewy look. Oh, speaking of which, I'm trying a sunscreen at the moment, and I don't like it. It's way too shiny again, so ignore my face. Belief, the True Cream Aqua Balm. Whilst I have been using this on and off for the last 5 years, within the last year, I've been using this pretty non-stop. It's a perfect lightweight gel cream moisturizer that has that perfect balance for both my oily skin and my dry cheeks, my combination skin. You get this just like intense hydration without greasiness, without heaviness. Got hyaluronic acid, glycerin, all the usual in here, but we have their signature ladies mantle, which helps to calm and heal the skin. There's this proprietary blend of loads of different herbs as well, which I think is the ladies mantle. I don't know, can't remember. Then what I love about Belief is they kind of have the same cream in different textures. So they have the thicker cream, and then they have the night mask as well, which I absolutely love. It's very lightweight, but does trap in all that hydration. More so, I would say, suited for like summer nights. But yeah, the True Cream Aqua Balm is just perfect all year round, especially in summer where we still want to prevent like the hydration loss, but we also need to kind of like pile on sun cream over our moisturizer, but we still want that added hydration. Like, it's just a perfect lightweight moisturizer to put under sunscreens, and multiple layers of too. The House of Her Purifying Cleansing Balm. It's a cleansing balm. right? It's nothing, I'm not gonna say it's nothing special. Why for me does this stand out against all the other cleansing balms I've used this year? This is like your typical sherbet feeling cleansing balm, right? It's not quite oily, it's not quite hard and plasticky like a lot of cleansing balms. It breaks down perfectly and then turns into that oil, emulsifies and rinses away. It's hydrating, it's got strawberry, cherry and vitamin tree fruit extracts in. You get a little bit of antioxidant in there. But for me, while this is nothing innovative, I love the packaging. This is where formulation really does it for me. Like if there's a product that I just keep picking up and using nonstop because I like the way it feels on my skin and I like the way it does its simple job but in the best way, that's gonna do it for me. Like I love the Elmus black cherry one, but I would pick this one over that one because I don't know, I just prefer the texture, I prefer the way it works. The Elmus black cherry is a real sensorial experience. When I have time, which is pretty much every evening, I'm gonna use this and I'm gonna break it down on my skin, I'm gonna massage and enjoy the scent. The House of Her one is just my everyday cleansing balm. Pick it up, use it, it's done, job done, really, really quick. The BRINGGREEN Artemisia Cera Calming Moisture pH Balance Cleansing Foam took me so long to finish. I feel like I did a few empty videos or a few end of month favorites on this channel where I was like, I'm gonna finish this next week, like this will be done in a week. It wasn't. It took months later for me to finish this. Every time I think it's finished, I just keep using it and using it and using it. There is more product in that tube. But this is one of those cleansers that I love because for my oily skin, I want something that gives a nice foam and feels almost like those old-fashioned cleansers where it would almost make your skin squeaky clean, which we don't want. But I like the foam, how it removes all that excess sebum. Then you meet a modern day cleanser and it can do all that without stripping the skin. That's exactly what this one does. It soothes sensitive skin with that Artemisia extract and then strengthens the skin barrier with Ceramide, keeping all that moisture and hydration locked in. Then you have Artemisia leaf powder in here, again, very gently exfoliating, nothing crazy. And your skin is just left clean, calm and not stripped whatsoever. I have another one of these that I don't want to open because it's going to take me so long to use and I have to use other cleansers. But yeah, I miss it. I've not been using it for about a month now and I really miss it. And finally, we have the Anua 7 Rice Ceramide Hydrating Barrier Serum. So when I think of ceramide products, I think thick creams, right? Astura, which I love, CeraVe, not so much. Dr. G, you know, all those nice thick creams that help restore your skin barrier. Great, love them. So when I saw that this was a ceramide serum that essentially looks like a hyaluronic acid serum, I just fell in love with it because I want that barrier care, those ceramides in a stage that is lightweight, almost watery, like a gloopy water that I can use in the warmer months so I don't have to rely on a thick repairing cream. So in here we have 7 rice extracts, ceramides, hyaluronic acid, niacinamide, panthenol to help brighten, strengthen, calm, soothe, moisturize, all the above. It's a really all day, every day, twice a day, all year through kind of serum that ticks all the boxes from what you want for your skin. As I said, the lightest weight ceramide product I've ever used and one of the most hydrating serums I've ever used too. I absolutely love this. Use this directly after toner, leave the toner like a little bit damp, put this on top. It's so plumping. It's so nice. I love the milky toner too, but this serum shits all over that. Like, it's incredible. That felt very quick, but I just want to give you a quick rundown of what I'm loving so far. This is gonna have to change throughout the rest of the year because I need to stop using these products and move on with my life so I can test more products because it's my job. But let me know if you've used these before, if you love them, if you hate any of them, or if you have any alternatives that you think I should check out in the comments down below. Everything will be linked in the description box, and I'll see you next time.